Manage the chaos. That's going to be the switching defenses and that full court pressure. If you're Kansas State, it's team defense. You got to work as a unit defensively, and you got to choose widely. This group has to have really good shot selection today. Ball movement, you can't settle. You got to force Kansas to have to guard you in the half court and in the full court.
KU shot 54% in the first matchup. K-State only 32%. Jayhawks begin the game offensively, and right away a turnover just 17 seconds into the game committed by the Jayhawks.
Well, we're going to see a lot of different defensive looks for K-State. Jeff Mittie knows they've got to mix it up. It's not just going to be simply man, just simply zone. When they played in Lawrence, because KU shot it so well early from behind the three-point line, they ran them right out of that zone defense.
Heel, the first shot of the game for K-State, off target. And KU's Sanaya Copeland will just let it trickle into the Kansas bench.
Well, when we talk about that shot selection, it's got to be able to force Kansas to have to really guard you through possessions. You're going to have to be a little bit methodical at times. You got to make them choose, force them into some defensive mistakes early.
Right away into Davis, and she has the game's first basket. Kansas up early 2-0.
You're going to see a lot of that this afternoon. The ISOs and one-on-one for one of the best freshmen in the country in Jalea Davis.
KU's going to want to attack Nastia Klassens. Got in foul trouble last weekend in Ames. Here's Gina Garcia on a drive off the glass.
Well, the freshman has been assertive with the ball in her hands. Not only has been a great distributor as well as sides this season, but she's looking to score more, kind of allowing the game to come to her.
Drive by Davis, loses the basketball. KU gets it out around the horn, and Copeland knocks down the game's first three-pointer. It's her 27th of the year.
That's a fantastic sign if you are Kansas, is to be able to get additional offensive lift from others, Copeland being one of those that can shoot it from deep.
Sides was in jail for a moment, gets out of it. Now Teal goes to work on the baseline. Harrod left alone. Samaya Nichols reaches in. Told Brian Hall that it bounced off of Harrod.
This possession is going to stay with Kansas State. You know, it looks as though Brandon Schneider, he wants to look at it, and he's going to take a peek and use that challenge opportunity here.
Samaya Nichols right away said it bounced off Harrod.
Kansas State able to get that full court pressure set up, Matt, and I think this is where, if you're the Wildcats, you've got to generate a little bit of pace and a little bit of speed when you can in the full court.
And keep KU from getting into offense as early as it wants. Jayhawk basketball up 5-2. Copeland from the left wing over the top, Harrod. Nice defense, signs from behind with this steal. K-State on the run.
That's a tough pass from the corner to be able to find Davis, but now the Wildcats out in that transition look. Secondary break, shooters in the corners. Those are the ones you got to knock down today.
Underneath the Jayhawks, Klassens reaches in and knocks it away from Meister. Good transition defense there by K-State. This is a series, again, today is 135 meetings. K-State missing with a 30-game advantage.
Well, and I think the biggest factor is you go back to that first matchup in Lawrence just less than a month ago, where Kansas wins 83-61. It was the first game, as Sophie said, without Tess Heel in the lineup for the Wildcats, but it really was controlled from the jump by the Jayhawks. And so you've got to be able to establish yourself here at home if you're Kansas State early.
Meister, good set run by KU. And Meister's first bucket makes it a 5-point Kansas lead.
The 6'3" senior, she's coming off 10 points, 10 boards, her second double-double of the year in the game that they had against Houston.
Garcia flips it over her shoulder. Klassens again, a three. This one's on target. K-State needs Klassens to be on the floor a big chunk of this game.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. She's been in double figures 3 of the last 4 games. It's foul trouble that has plagued her. She's coming off 16 points with 6 of 10 in that win at UCF this week.
Another 3-ball, this one from Samaya Nichols. Samaya Nichols only had 1 point in the first matchup.
I was going to say, that's the one X factor when you go back to that game, is that she was dealing with some injury issues, played just 19 minutes, had 6 assists and facilitates for Kansas, but she's feeling much healthier now, late in February, and that's great for KU.
Garcia's pass tipped out of bounds. 3 new Jayhawks come into the ball game.
The last 3 is going to come from Klassens, but it's all because of the penetration from Gina Garcia. She got deep, But then for KU, it is to be able to, you've got to contest Samaya Nichols. She's going to use those screens. She's going to move without the basketball, and you cannot be late. You got to contest.
Garcia fumbles it away. Kansas, the steal picked up off the floor by Reagan Williams. KU quickly down to the other end, and a walking violation on Jalea Davis.
But you see how quick she gets down the floor, Matt, and that is the pace that they are looking for. And Nichols has her head up the entire time. Just an extra step on the catch. Didn't catch it cleanly. Hand in there, that's where the bobble comes from. But that's the pace also that KU will take advantage of and likes to play at.
KU's hit all 4 shots to start the game. Sides misses the long 3. K-State's got to hustle to get back defensively, looking for Davis. Reagan Williams with the handoff to a sharpshooter in L. Evans, who had 4 against the Cats. Tied up, nowhere to go. Bounces it right into the hands of Classens, who unloads it quickly. Sides wants to go across the floor, can't.
You talk about the defensive pressure that K-State can apply. That's where it comes in. You're going to see some of those jump and runs. They get the turnover, and now you got to take advantage, and that's the first bucket from Tess Heel, and she's got to be aggressive here this afternoon.
Can go to the left hand, can go to the right hand. Heel, who's averaging 11 a game, is averaging almost 16 in Big 12 action. K-State cuts it to within 3. Halfway through the first, Davis left alone. Knocks down a 15-footer.
The thing about the freshman that most everybody doesn't understand, you look at her numbers and what she's been averaging, and so you're talking about a young lady that's averaging just shy of 23 a game. She does it all inside the three-point line.
Sides gets away for the easy layup. Sides loves that backdoor cut.
They're going to overplay, and that is one of the defensive adjustments that Brandon Schneider and the Kansas coaching staff made in Lawrence in January. Sides got hot early. They went to kind of a face guard situation, and it limited her. She's got to be aggressive all the way.
Harrod finishes after picking Davis's pocket. Harrod doing more offensively, lifting her Big 12 numbers, averaging just 5. I know it doesn't sound like much, but has done a much better job in the last 5 or 6 games for Jeff Mitty.
I feel like they come in spurts, and that's where, from a freshman, you're going to get that. But the assertiveness is what you want, and she's got to be a beast on the glass today.
Well, KU hot right out of the chute. Williams has her first points of this Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, mid-range jumper opportunities, trying to limit the 3, limit the paint right now for this K-State defense. You're going to give up that 15, 16-footer.
Coming up on the 3:30 mark here in the first, another Classens triple short. Gets her own rebound, wasn't boxed out, and the layup rolls off. K-State's got to hit those easy buckets. Again, the margin for her a little smaller. Canessa. Classens dropping off of Williams.
And they're looking for those ISOs for Davis, but if you could clear space, that's where Samaya Nichols is so good, Matt. Off the dribble penetration to be able to turn the corner and take people deep.
Harrod with the denial.
And that's where we talked about team defense at the beginning. You've got to be in help side. You've got to get good rotation. Maybe a step late, but that's the athleticism of the freshman on display to come in with a big block.
10 on the shot clock for KU. Canessa to trigger from the baseline. Harshaw left alone, 16-footer, and an offensive foul on Kansas. It will be on Reagan Williams.
And Brandon Schneider telling Brittany Harshaw to take that 3 that she got on the set out of bounds. She used the pump fake. It was a good closeout by Tess Heel of Kansas State. And then now the play breaks down a little bit. Reagan Williams is going to get whistled for that moving screen.
The illegal screen gives it to K-State. 14-11 Kansas. Inside 3 to go here in the first. Jordan Spicer's checked in for Kansas State along with Anaya Foy, who handles it and fires it. Can't connect.
Talked about shot selection. Not exactly sure that's the one that Jeff Mitty wants. And then you are late in transition defense. Not a good sequence right there if you are Kansas State.
Nice job of pausing by Reagan Williams to get the layup. Jayhawks now up by 5. Spicer started to set the screen out to Harrod from 16. Misses everything.
think you're forcing now K-State into some very guarded 2s and 3s. Anaya Foy with the miss, and then now Kansas is off to the races on the outlet, and that is Knessa. Head up, ball in the middle of the floor. We've already seen that from Samaya Nichols, but that is where these point guards are trained for the Jayhawks. Ball to the middle, look up, find him deep, beat him deep.
KU is 7 of 8 from the field here in the first. With 2 minutes to go, Jayhawks have the basketball. Meister alone for a 3 off the back iron. Spicer's done a nice job on the glass of late for Kansas State. She's averaging 4 a ball game. K-State down 5 with the rock. Maya White has checked in. She's battling inside with Meister.
She was effective when these two teams matched up in Lawrence, just to be able to give Kansas a different look on both ends.
Sides can't connect. White for the offensive rebound. The flip up off the glass.
And that's what you got to do when you come in off the bench, especially at that 4-5 spot, Matt. You got to defend, you got to rebound, and score when the opportunities present themselves.
White only took 1 shot overall in Lawrence, played 6 minutes, but she also did good things last weekend in Ames against Iowa State. Knessa, the low dribble. Williams fires. Similar result off the back iron. K-State wants to push.
Forcing Williams and Meister into 3-point shooters. That's a great defensive philosophy for the Wildcats, because then once you get a long rebound and miss, you are now pushing pace going the other direction.
He'll started with the left hand, scores with the right hand. K-State back to within a point in a first quarter that has just flown by. K-State just daring Reagan Williams, the Park Hill South product, to shoot. And an and one opportunity here for K-State.
Great execution, took their time, ball movement. It shifted from one side of the floor to the other. And Reagan Williams just with a tough cut and able to handle the contact off the finish. Jordan Spicer reaches, gets out of position, and now you're looking at an and one. And the 6'3" sophomore, she missed 7 games earlier this year. She had a knee injury. When these two teams played in Lawrence in January, she was still wearing a knee brace, Matt. Not really 100%, but giving Kansas some solid minutes off the bench. And she drew the praise of Brandon Schneider last year as a freshman. Really one of those kids starting to come into their own, logged a lot of minutes, and she's been a big lift for them off the bench.
Just a little over a second, the difference between game and shot clock here as the first quarter winds down. Sides just stands in place with the dribble. Harshaw on the guard. Now K-State goes to work. Spicer at the head of the key. Down the lane line, loses the dribble. KU won't get a shot off. And the turnover denies K-State a chance to cut in to the 4-point Kansas lead. A quick first 10 minutes here.
Deep threes, but this has been a lot of misses and long rebounds. And right now, this is a Kansas squad. They're going to get those. They're going to want to put some pressure out front. Keep in mind, the first game, they out-rebounded Kansas State 38-31. They also shot just shy of 54% for the game. So they are on track to be able to duplicate what they did in the first matchup between these two teams.
Copeland ticketed for the hand check. K-State resumes offensively into White, brings it down, goes up. Natasha Kamey calls an offensive foul, and Maya White's already got 2.
Yeah, she's deep, and that's where you want to get that position, but she is going to run into Lily Meister. And you got to remember, in the women's game, that circle is not in effect, so you do not have to be outside it to draw a charge or the player control.
KU offensively shooting the lights out early. Copeland, the baseline drive, gets under the bucket. Good ball movement there, down to Davis to work on Ramaya White, who now has 3.
And Jeff Mitty not at all happy just in the situation of now Ramaya White having 3 fouls, not happy with the last one, especially on the other end. And she's going to have to come out, but a great identification from Lily Meister to feed Jalea Davis down low. Allow her to go one-on-one. She takes the contact, goes hard to the floor, and now the freshman is at the free throw line.
Rattles out. Good foul shooter is Julia Davis, 75% this year. KU as a team at 76%. Second foul shot's good. Davis with 5 here in the first half. And Kansas leads it by 5, 20-15.
Like if you're K-State, this is where the possessions, you've got to get good execution, Matt. You got to really force them, as we said. Make them have to guard you in the trenches on this end of the floor.
Rod's back in with Ramaya White having 3 fouls. Spicer, short shot, rims off the rim. Or I should say, bounces off the rim. K-State just 7 of 18. KU again tearing it up at 8 of 11.
Trying to generate some offense with ball screen action, but Spicer can't get it to go. Now you're looking to be able to string together some stops. That's the important factor here for K-State.
A Kansas turnover. Classens the run out. Nastia Classens has 5 for K-State.
One of the things that Jeff Mittie has said all season is that her length, her athleticism, anticipation, and her ability to just get in the trenches and defend herself has been a big lift for this K-State squad.
K-State has become a better defensive team since that blowout loss at Allen Fieldhouse. Nice backdoor play. Jalea Davis now with 7.
What we've seen defensively from K-State is switching, whether you go some possession zone, you can get your full court pressure set, you go man. But when you go man-to-man against Kansas, you've got to communicate and know where those switches are going to be.
Nice move by Anaya Foy. And foul going to the rim. Foy to shoot 2. The freshman from Katy, Texas.
Big factor is to be able to push yourself. The Nastia Classens, the anticipation to get out in the passing lanes, create some of that chaos, use your length. And if you're Kansas, you are consistently and constantly moving. That is one thing their offense is set with, is that they are not going to stand. They're going to find open spots. They're going to force you to have to turn your head. And when you do, it's backdoor all day. They've taken advantage here early in this ball game on the road to get some easy buckets when they can.
Jalea Davis walks over near the Kansas bench.
Yeah, it looks as though she's got some blood on her knee, so they're going to be able to give her a moment. She gets a 20-second.
Get it cleaned up.
They get it cleaned up. Otherwise, they have to substitute the player out of the game. And I think Brian Hall and this officiating crew are going to give her a little bit of grace. They get that taken care of, and Davis is back into the action.
2 or 3 rotations around the leg, and we're good to go.
Yeah, that's why trainers, I mean, they're not put on the spot a lot, but that will do it.
Foy hits the second. Anaya Foy's given K-State some very good things away. Let's check back in with Sophie Smith.
Thanks, Matt. When asked about offensive threats today, Jeff Mittie pointed to Anaya Foy. He said Kansas didn't really guard her that closely in the first matchup, but now she's playing with a lot more confidence, seeing the floor better than she was a month ago. Coach Jeff Mittie believes that growth could create scoring opportunities for her.
An interesting twist in this game, Jalea Davis with her second after throwing the Wildcat defender to the floor.
Yeah, you're going to see the physicality of what Davis is going to bring to the floor. But that's the matchup with Harad, trying to get position. She wants to get up the lane and do, but then because she's kind of could have been a hook and hold in one situation or another. That doesn't get whistled. Davis tries to move her out of the way. She wants to move up the lane to be able to look for that lob pass over the top. That whistle.
Harad may have gotten away with a hook. Tenuous steal. Copeland, or rather Knessa, I beg your pardon. She hits the deck hard under the bucket, but Knessa able to finish after the steal. Jayhawks lead by 6.
And with Knessa, you get another ball handler in the game for Kansas. Allows Samaya Nichols to play off the ball a little bit more at that 2 spot as well.
One of my Classens bounces off. You also get a lot of experience with Knessa because she's started her fair share of games at KU. Try 75 in her career.
Yeah, she played 25 minutes in their last game against Houston, and Reagan Williams with yet another opportunity at a 3-point play.
The contact. Here's the Knessa steal.
Great anticipation. She's got quick hands. It's just all about being in good position. And we've seen a ton of ball pressure, but yet again, using that slip screen and K-State biting on it, Matt, and that's what you can't do. You just leave yourself exposed on the backside.
Spicer late getting there. Williams will miss the foul shot. KU with its biggest lead of the ball game. It's 8, 26-18. K-State in need of a bucket right now. Kansas led by 15 at the half in the first matchup in Lawrence. Nice up and under by Harrod, but can't finish. And Meister commits the personal foul.
She bit on the pump fake, and it was a great decision by the freshman just to be able to kind of keep her composure, not panic with the ball in her hands. And Lily Meister's going to catch her on the arm, and it's going to send Brandy Harrod to the free throw line. But you talked about sort of this drought that K-State has kind of come in and out of, and that's the one thing that has really plagued this Wildcat offense all season, has been those spurts where they haven't been able to score. You might get a couple stops, but you can't get anything on the other side of it.
Harrod has had her struggles at the foul line, goes 1 of 2. Just 42% at the line for the K-State freshman out of Oklahoma City and Putnam City North. KU by 7, almost 4 minutes into the second quarter. Oh, Evans get on the floor for KU. She loves to just hang out in the corners and the wings. 4 to shoot. KU running out of time. Nichols bangs into Classens. Harrod shuts her down with a two-handed block. Shot clock violation on the Jayhawks.
And it's another possession where we have seen Brandy Harrod be in the right place at the right time to come and help and rotate. Samaya Nichols looking to make a play. That's one of the things she does best. Shot clock running down. She's going to be the person with the ball in her hands, but a heads-up defensive stand right there by the Wildcats.
Heel alone, opts to drive, can't finish it. Garcia with just 2 points, loses control, saves it to Classens, decides doesn't get a look. Yes, she does, but misses badly, barely glances off the rim, and Kansas wants to push. Garcia can't get it poked away from behind. Meister straight on 3. Meister's hit 13 now, 14 on the year.
She's averaging 9 points a game, over 6 rebounds in conference play, and shooting 52% from the field. Talk about efficiency. That's what you need from one of those hybrid 4-5s.
And that's really the third bucket right under the rim that K-State's not been able to convert.
And now this is where, if you're Kansas, you are going to make them pay for those misses. They get the miss from Meister. They're going to dare her to shoot that 3 from the top of the key.
That's just the 5th missed shot of the ball game for Kansas as we hit the 4.5 mark. Harrod, soft pass, gets batted back to her. Dumps to Garcia, whose line drive well flat. And KU has all the momentum right now.
Yeah, I feel like though right now some possessions for K-State just out of sync on the offensive end.
And KU has the momentum with Nichols not scoring much and Julia Davis on the bench.
Yeah, they've been able to really kind of weather that storm, but you look for opportunity, players to go one-on-one, and Lily Meister stepping up big, the senior transfer from Indiana. She came to play in the Sunflower Showdown.
They've hit 13 of 18 shots, 72% here in half number 1.
Yeah, there's the balance. You go back to the win that they had about a week ago at Houston. Again, 4 players in double figures, and that kind of balance is difficult to defend, and you got a game plan for it and understand that you got multiple people that can hit you in different ways for this Jayhawk offense.
And Ramaya White is back in with 3 fouls. 5 to shoot for the Cats. Heel off balance, can't connect, and Kansas comes away with it. Classens ties up Canessa.
It's also been very much a one and done on
Correct.
both ends of the floor. Now, keep in mind, KU has gone 13 of 18 from the field. They haven't had a lot of offensive rebounding opportunities. But for K-State, you're going to have to generate some second chances. You've got to be scrappy. You've got to get in there on the glass. They need to win those types of 50-50 possessions from here on out, Matt.
Nadira El-Tayeb, the longest tenured Jayhawk, on the floor. Again, Julia Davis in a bit of foul trouble on the bench. And a reach-around foul on Classens. Reagan Williams has been a handful here in the first half.
And that is ISO all day if you are Kansas. They did it for Davis early. You're going to do it for Williams. And Brandon Schneider, now in his 11th seasons at Kansas, he was the 2022 Big 12 Coach of the Year. That's when they were in the NCAA tournament as well in 2024. Did not get there last year. They were snake bitten by injuries all season, but have put themselves in the bubble conversation, and decisive road win opportunities that you have in a place like today helps to build the resume.
That breaks a drought of over 3 minutes for K-State, and Nia Foy's first field goal of the day at 3. It cuts it to 11.
Jeff Mitty told us that yesterday. He needs Nia Foy to be aggressive, to be more of a scorer. She's got to be sort of that X factor.
El Tayeb commits the foul, and here comes Elle Evans back.
And Nia Foy in transition, able to identify on the catch, doesn't rush, able to get her feet set. She was looking to see if someone was going to cut hard and break. No one there. Defense gives her space. She knocks it down.
And a holding foul inside on KU.
And that is a straight face guard that we have seen now here in this first half from Kansas on Tess Heel and Terrence Sides. They did it to Terrence Sides in Lawrence when they played in January because she got hot. She had 14 points in that first quarter. She went 5 of 8 for the game from behind the three-point line. So they needed to limit Terrence Sides. Tess Heel not available in that game, but you can see the same type of defensive scouting report is set. They want to force them into tough shots, and you got to limit the touches. That's what the face guard will do.
That last foul on Knessa. Heel hits a pair. 6 early for Heel. The senior out of Melbourne, Australia, makes it a 9-point lead. Kansas in front. K-State switches. Spicer knocks it away. The entry pass to Williams, batted away. Cats on the run, 4-on-2. Classens off the window.
You got to generate offense with your defense, and you step out, get a tip, you're going the other way, and K-State looking to build momentum on a couple broken plays.
Baseline 3-ball and air ball. It's short from Copeland. And with certain Jayhawks on the bench, this is the time for K-State to get back in it.
Yeah, you've got to make a run when you have both Davis and Samaya Nichols on the bench for Kansas.
Heel's little turnaround hook shot bounces off the front of the rim. 1:45 left in the first half here in Manhattan. K's lead 7. They've led by as many as 14 here in the first half. Spicer again falls off of Williams. Can't make Spicer in the Cats pay. And Heel gets popped by Brittany Harshaw.
And that's going to be 2 on Harshaw because she picked up the foul in the situation face guarding Tess Heel a couple possessions ago on the offensive end for Kansas State. And so that aggressiveness and those numbers kind of starting to stack on for Brandon Schneider, but it was a blockout by Terrence Sides, and then Harshaw just trying to get the tip, and it was not there. I think those are the ones you want to let go because K-State in the double bonus here, they're going to be able to shoot 2 for the remainder of this second quarter.
1:30 left first half. Heel right back to the line. A tremendous foul shooter at 85%. This next free throw attempt will be her 100th of the season.
It's where she made a living when she was at Santa Clara, as well as her time a season ago at Stanford, is just to be able to get to the line. It's the craftiness. It's not panicking with the ball in your hands. And when you can shoot it that well from the charity stripe, that is a great offensive decision.
From 14 down to 5, K-State on a 9-0 run. Nearing the 1-minute mark, Libby Fandel, who just checked in, loses it, tips it into the hands of Heel. Cats again on the run. Foy plays it out for Classens. Sides has been quiet, only has 2 here in the first half. K-State again within 5, make it 3.
All day downhill, turn the corner, and force Kansas to have to guard you one-on-one. Shooters will spread you out, and it's going to leave penetration lanes wide open.
Heel didn't play game 1. We told you there would be a different factor, and she is playing quite well in the first half today in Manhattan. one of the two seniors recognized before the game.
The only K-State Wildcat in double figures here in the first half.
Heel with 10. That shot short. Williams, the O board. Sides comes in, can't tie her up. Alone in the baseline corner. An air ball from Harshaw. The foul underneath from Samaya Nichols, no good. K-State a chance to tie. 10 seconds left here in the first half.
That big possession, but you don't have a lot of time. You got to get downhill, set that screen, and go.
Heel on the drive. The layup goes in. And one.
You spread the defense, and I think a miscommunication by Kansas. And now all of a sudden you feel that momentum, this 13-0 run over just shy of 3 minutes. Tess Heel accounting for the last 2 trips down, and now a chance at that old-fashioned three-point play. And that's going to also be 3 fouls on Brittany Harshaw of Kansas.
KU led 33-19, and K-State has tied it at 33, a 14-0 run, driven by Tess Heel.
Especially late into that second quarter with their team defense, and Jeff Mitty mentioned it at half. It's about shot selection. Liked what they did late in the quarter. Now you have to carry that over here into the second half.
Wildcats with the basketball to begin the second half. Astia Klassen's little hesitation. Harrod drops it, stripped and a reach-in foul on Libby Fandel. Played sparingly in the first half. Fandel's a freshman out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
She's made 10 starts in Big 12 action and make that 11 starting yet again today. She is the Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year in the class of 2025. And she's been one of those freshmen. These 2 schools with highly touted recruiting classes that have all had impact players this year. Think about Kansas with Fandel and Davis getting the majority of the minutes. Jeff Mitty's used Gina Garcia, Jordan Spicer, Brandy Harrod, and Nia Foy. They all make up that class. Those youngsters impact and have played a lot of minutes for the Cats.
Harrod misses both. Speaking of Fandel, won 2 state championships at Xavier High School. KU touches it offensively, first time here in the second half. Tied at 33. Try to swing at the end of the first 20 minutes. Neal playing a little defense on her knees. Harrod gets in the pass, and that's a long pass to try and connect with.
They're just flying around and making a play is where this K-State defense has to be in the second half. You're going to have to be active. You've got to force KU into tough shots.
See if K-State does something to try and get sides a little more involved. They go to Heel, can't finish. Harrod, the offensive rebound. And another chance for Kansas State, pitched out to Garcia.
You got to capitalize on the second chance opportunities.
Daring Garcia to shoot. She'll drive on Meister. Meister denies the bucket. 5 to shoot for K-State. Klassen uses up her dribble. Sides alone. The floater glances off the rim, and Harrod slams into Meister.
I think both of these teams having to make some calculated defensive adjustments, Matt. If you look at what K-State has done, they are going to lay off Meister. They're going to lay off Jalea Davis when they are out on the perimeter. They're going to force them to have to shoot deep shots. Meister's already hit a 3 for Kansas. For the Jayhawks, defensively, they continue to want to face guard sides, limit those touches, force others to beat them.
Jumper from Meister gives her 9. Meister averages right at that number, 9 a ball game.
That's a sweet spot, and if they can get those looks here in the second half, Kansas is going to be in the driver's seat.
KU shooting above 60% in there, only up by 2. Just about 2 minutes into the third here at Bramlage Coliseum. Classes tries to weave her way to the baseline. Harrod way too strong, and a late foul from Lisa Jones. It's on Meister.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit of a bailout at that point. Kansas had Nastia Klassen stopped, but on the last possession, great movement just to be able to break and be right around that free throw line. That 15, 16-foot jumper for the 6'3" senior, that is the sweet spot. That's where they want to be. But committing the foul on the other end, I think, Matt, that just comes sort of a little bit of indecision, more or less, is that you got to be aggressive defensively. But Brandy Harrod makes them pay and knocks down a couple free throws.
Missed 2 moments ago, hits these 2, tied up again at 35. Referencing sides, she's only 1 of 5 shooting and 0 of 2 from long range.
Yeah, they haven't given her a lot of looks, and that just continues to be the defensive pressure from Kansas. But now you're in this half court. You got to defend and be able to contain that penetration.
Classens leaves the floor. That opens the passing lane. Lisa Jones whistles the foul on Heel on the reach in.
That high-low look has been there. We saw it from the wing in the first half for Kansas. That time, Meister's going to set sort of that high ball screen. They like that action kind of in the middle of the lane to be able to force the defense to have to choose. The pocket pass, so to speak, comes from Samaya Nichols, and a lot of contact. And I think Lily Meister took one maybe in the eye and or in the face.
Harrod did.
Yeah, both of them did.
Yep.
So I think they're kind of each, and she may have some blood. I think they might be figuring that out as well right now. Yeah, she has blood on her nose, according to the official, and so that's what they're going to get cleaned up. And as you said it, Brandy Harrod took the other part of that collision as she went strong to the rim. This all sets up, Matt, really with that ball screen action as you need to contain Samaya Nichols. So she draws a lot of attention. Now the rotation comes, and that's where Harrod is in the right spot as a rotator defensively. Be in help side, create that contact.
And Brandon Schneider's got to send in Harshaw.
Yeah, because they cannot get the bleeding stopped. And so they're going to have to do that, which means that Brittany Harshaw is also going to shoot the 2 free throws that would have been Lily Meister's. Harshaw coming into today has not shot any free throws yet in Big 12 action.
It's just her 4th all year. She hasn't missed one. Out of Andover, went to Andover Central, spent a couple of years at Creighton. It's 2 charities, and here comes Williams right back. And no time ran off the clock, and Harshaw has 2 points.
Yeah, not a bad way to go. And a great decision by Brandon Schneider. Knows he's got good shooters. That's the one you're going to go to when you need a couple free throws.
We'll see Spicer for K-State in a moment. Garcia back to Heel. And here Brandon Schneider right in front of us yelling set. Garcia alone. Can't make Kansas pay. Unloads an air ball.
You get Tess Heel stopped one-on-one. You don't allow her to spin and get to the rim. You face guarded Terrence Sides, defended the back door. That really was a great defensive sequence for Kansas.
K-State a little bigger than normal. Spicer in. Harrod and Classens remain on the floor. Again, Ramaya White picked up 3 fouls off the bench in the first half.
Yeah, and I think Spicer in the lineup gives you much better matchup, I think, physically with Reagan Williams, who had a great first half for the Jayhawks.
Harrod's been fronting Jalea Davis all game long. 5 to shoot for the Jayhawks. Williams looks up with 2. Goes up a crazy shot, tipped around off of KU. It goes to K-State.
Elle Evans on the weak side just couldn't get it to go, and it looks as though Lily Meister, that is going to be how they're going to have to stop the bleeding, is to be able to put a bandage there. Kind of took probably a fingernail or something right to the side of her face. But I would think Brandon Schneider is going to be looking to get her back in the ball game as soon as he can.
K-State a chance to tie or go in front with a 3. 6:20 left, 3rd quarter. Here in Manhattan. Heel, a lot of dribbling, a reach in, no call. Classens thought about pulling the trigger, didn't. 4 to shoot for the Cats. Spicer, the fade, and the finish.
Tough shot from the freshman, understanding it's straight one-on-one. They're not going to bring a double team. They can't afford to because you've got those shooters on the perimeter.
Her first bucket today. Spicer dumped in 15 in Orlando Wednesday. Now comes across the lane with a little defensive help. Classens looking. K-State gets after it. Tied at 37. He nearly fumbles it away. Off the sides, guarded by Samaya Nichols. Classens, middle of the lane. Spins, hammered, shoots 2 in a moment.
She called for it, wanted the basketball on that ISO down low. And that's what you have to be able to do. The last trip down, it was all about Jordan Spicer. Uses the fadeaway, kind of the pump fake, and Evans had no opportunity to be able to get a hand on that. And this has been a much better first start of this third quarter, I think, Matt, in terms of the possessions that K-State has had, the efficiency that they've been able to execute with, and put themselves in spots for better shots. I think first half you saw a lot of rush, deep threes. It just really wasn't patient. You got to kind of allow things to come to you, and I think that's where the success has been here to start the third.
Bastia Classens, first trip to the line today, results in a couple of charities. 9 for the Belgian. K-State in front, 39-37. 5:20 left now here in the third. Nice cut by Davis. Down the lane and a reaching foul. So on Classens or Sides? Sides, you can't believe it. Just her first.
All of that starts with the ball in the hands of Samaya Nichols, the all Big 12 conference pick. She keeps the possession alive with that dribble inside, and then Taryn Sides. Now everyone's in scramble mode, and that's where Taryn Sides comes in on the backside, gets whistled for that call. The fans don't like it. Jeff Mitty not overly excited about it either. Freshman at the line for 2, and she misses the first.
Well, look at that replay. Looked clean. Davis hits the back end. Davis with 8.
And I think if you're KU, you've got to get Jalea Davis more involved. She needs those touches. Absolutely. What was successful to start this ball game? Straight up ISOs and touches early and often.
Nichols out once again. Still with just 3 points. That 3-ball missing for the Wildcats. Laya Knessa back in. Harad tries to knock away from behind. And a double dribble whistled against the Jayhawks. And that will lead us to a break. Just past the halfway point of the third. Here in Manhattan. Back and forth we go.
Others having to step up. We saw Reagan Williams come up big in that first half to give him a lift off the bench. But these are going to be big possessions right here for K-State. You've got to really, as we said, force this Kansas squad to have to guard you in the half court. Got to have execution, and K-State's gotten to the line here in the third quarter as well.
Meister comes to help on a double. Spicer the floater. Tried to use the glass, didn't get it high enough off the window.
I think she just a bit of indecision. You either got to figure out a way to use the glass, or you got to put that high over the front of the rim.
Elle Evans hasn't been talked about much. Again, she had 4 triples in the game in Lawrence.
Well, Jeff Mitty told us yesterday that that was one of their key factors. They had to keep Elle Evans in check because they are explosive. She's part of that balanced scoring that Kansas has had throughout the course of the season, and she just shot the lights out when these teams matched up at Allen Fieldhouse, but has been limited today, and that's been a good defensive effort by Kansas State.
Nichols back in for Kansas. Let's throw it to Sophie Smith. Sophie.
Hey, Matt, Brandon Schneider said that Kansas is getting a lot more production right now, especially from Elle Evans, especially off the bench. He said that she's just been a constant spark for this team, bringing energy and effort every single time she tucks in. And he credited Evans' maturity, saying she just understands what the team needs from her, and she's just doing such a good job in that role.
K-State on the run. Sides took one in the face as well. Just her second basket of the day. K-State by 3.
You get the miss on one end, and then you are off and running. If you're K-State, those are the types of spots you're looking for.
K-State got down the floor in a flash. Harad knocks the entry pass away. Again, Harad today defensively will likely see Ramaya White replace her, and that is the case.
Yeah.
Harad's been fronting Jalea Davis all day, and the Jayhawks have had a hard time going over the top.
Incredibly active, and we've also seen a lot of tip balls that just kind of make and give you broken plays.
Evans hasn't scored, unable to get off a shot there. 4 to shoot for Kansas. Runner to the lane. Guess who else? Samaya.
On cue, Samaya Nichols, one-on-one. That shot clock running down. And she is able to just slice through this Wildcat defense and finish through contact. One of the best free throw shooters in the history of this Kansas program. One of the best in the Big 12. And that's what she's able to do. That's a big foul right there, and that's going to give Nichols a chance at that old-fashioned three-point play.
And Ramaya White has 4. No sooner does Harad sit down, and she's right back up. Samaya Nichols, 84% 218 free throw attempts this season and hits number 219 in terms of attempts.
We talk about her scoring numbers, but I think the one thing people forget about Samaya Nichols, she leads this Kansas team in assists and steals this season. So it is all-around game you get from the junior.
Nothing there for Kansas State. Peel, nice block. Nichols trying to coax the foul out of Natasha Kamey. Little hug there.
Yeah, she's not going to get that whistle. A great defensive stand by the Wildcats. But that's the change of pace that Samaya Nichols is going to be able to use so effectively.
I mentioned a moment ago that Nichols was, in terms of at the foul line, had shot 218. Well, last year she made 218, a single season KU record. Davis can't finish. Another chance. And another foul whistle by Natasha Kamey. This one on Harrod.
And the freshman a bit frustrated. She missed the first one, but she's going to be able to pad the offensive rebounding numbers that time. And that's just the explosiveness. I asked Brandon Schneider about her earlier this season, and he just said it's kind of that motor, and those are the things that she's been able to click. Keep in mind, this young lady, she missed about 6 weeks, the first 10 games of the season, dealing with the lower leg injury. Really kind of came into her own. So we didn't see a lot of Jalea Davis in the non-conference. And then everybody saw what she's able to do during Big 12 play. But it's kind of finding that next gear, getting herself the ability to not only score in the half court, but to be a presence defensively and on the glass.
K-State a little bit of a slouch or a little bit of a rut at the moment. KU up 43-41. Inside 3 to go now in the third. Heel to Harrod, head and shoulder fake, a second one. Slightly kisses it in off the glass.
If you needed a player to come up big and have a good day on both ends, Brandy Harrod giving Jeff Mitty that spark.
3 ball no good from Meister. Hit one in the first half. K-State has tied it. Spicer can't change it. Has a tip off of her. 3 bodies on the floor, 2 of them wearing white. Canessa over sides for 2. Delay a game warning against Kansas.
Touched the basketball as it came out of the rim.
We'll see Reagan Williams come back in from Meister, who got wounded on the nose a little bit earlier in the half.
A great finish that time by Canessa, and Davis just grabbed the ball as it came through the hoop. You can't do that. That's the delay of game. Brian Hall whistling it. It has been registered now.
That was your tactic back in the day.
Slow things down.
Heel rolls it around the rim. Tess Heel has 15 first points of the second half.
She's been the offensive lift for the Wildcats. You've got 7 for Harrod, 9 for Classens. When we talk about balance, you're going to need someone else to step up here late.
Not a smart foul there by Spicer, her second. Get a look here at K-State and how they isolate Heel and what she attempts.
And that's what she has to be able to do. You clear space, and you have to honor those shooters. So with a Terrence Sides, a Jordan Spicer in the lineup, even Nastia Classens, who's shot it well from 3 as of late, you have to honor that. So you can't necessarily just suck anybody to the middle of the lane and bring a double or triple team. You'll leave shooters wide open. So you pick your poison, and you got to figure out a way to stop her one-on-one.
A pair for Reagan Williams in double figures for just the 23rd time, I beg your pardon, in her KU career. 47-45 Jayhawks. This has been a fun one again. KU led 33-19, and then K-State ripped off a 14-0 run to finish the first half.
I don't think you expect anything less from an in-state rivalry game. There's no doubt.
That shot is not a Terrence Sides shot.
No, I think that's her trying to do too much, trying to create, and that's where if you're K-State, they can run some better action to bring her off some screens and let her operate that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, Harrod bails out Spicer, and a late call from the other side of the floor on Harrod. That's her third. Watch what happens with Spicer here.
Yeah, she just gets faked out because of the move by Samaya Nichols. And as she has been all afternoon, Brandy Harrod in the right place on rotations defensively on the help side. But Jeff Mitty not at all happy with that call. They showed it on the replay on the scoreboard for the fan base, and they also did not like that one. And it sends one of the best free throw shooters in the Big 12 and in the nation to the charity stripe.
And the second one is short. KU by 3. Nearing the 1 minute mark here in the third. Garcia's been quiet in the ball game. Has just 2 points. Uses up her dribble. Harad under the bucket. Clears some space. Lays it in. Harad with 9. Inside a minute to go now. 48-47. This is why the fans showed up. They wanted to see this, and they're getting it in the Sunflower Showdown. Looked like Canessa may have traveled there. Davis the screen for Nichols. Davis posting up on Harad, who now has 3. 5 to shoot. Nichols gets the screen. Heel goes under, and Nichols can't make the Wildcats pay. Shot clock's off. The Cats can have the last say, the last shot here in the third.
As you said, went under the screen, Matt. I think you dodged a bullet if you are the Kansas State defense. And Samaya Nichols did not knock down that straightaway 3.
There's a time to go under the screen and a time to come over it, and that appeared to be a time to come over it, but she didn't. Inside 10 to go now in the third. Heel likely to go one-on-one. Fires the 3. Misses badly wide left. From half court, Nichols launches it off the top of the backboard. And we've got a 1-point game in Manhattan after 3. KUBC Sunday, April 5th. You can learn more at ncaa.com/women's Final 4. Speaking of 4, we start the 4th in Manhattan. Jeff Mittie going after his 20th win while at K-State against KU. Williams still scores, squeezed into that double team. Williams has had a big game off the Kansas bench.
She's been huge this afternoon, and having missed some games earlier in Big 12 action, really kind of getting herself rested, getting healthy, and you can see how effective she can be.
He's not able to get into Spicer. A heel 3, rims out. Snagged off the deck by Samaya Nichols.
And K-State starts this 4th quarter, Matt, without Taryn Sides in the lineup. And off the miss, Samaya Nichols just controlling it to find Davis for an easy layup in transition.
Nobody stopped the ball.
No, you've got to pick it up and you've got to communicate. And that's one thing that has plagued this Wildcat squad. Put yourself in position throughout the season, and then you have 1 or 2 breakdowns, and that will be the end.
Heel short arms that shot. KU has opened it up to 5, and Jeff Mittie likely won't wait long. If KU gets a bucket here, don't be surprised if Jeff Mittie calls a timeout.
Well, and if you're Brandon Schneider, now you got to continue to keep your foot on the gas. That's the mentality for this Kansas offense.
Oh, it was a breakdown. Williams can't finish. A second time slams the ball on the floor. Will that be a technical or not? Nope. Brandon Schneider looks at the floor and laughs because he may have gotten away with one there.
Yeah, I think the question here is, if you're Reagan Williams, it's more of a frustration, not necessarily about a call. It's a personal frustration. And I think that's where you're going to get a little bit of grace from officials in that situation. Jeff Mittie having a conversation with him right now, maybe not necessarily liked it. She wasn't upset about the foul call. She was upset more herself about missing the layup. It can go either way. You're going to see some that you would get whistled for that, no doubt.
Williams will hit the second. She almost, or I should say KU almost turned it over in the corner, and then they get free throws out of it. So a little bit of a break for the Jayhawks, who've grown the lead to 6. K-State in need of a bucket. Here, a minute 40 into the 4th. Anaya Foy's back in the game. Haven't seen her for a while. KU man-to-man. Spicer steps back on Williams. Good defense from the former Park Hill South standout. Spicer, a little step back 3-bomb.
Talk about shot selection, and that's a tough one right there for the freshman. She's had a quiet afternoon. She had 10 points in the first game against Kansas in January. They need her down the stretch in the 4th.
Copeland started to post up. Now they want Williams to do so. Klassen's fronting Jalea Davis. Foul line jumper. Williams can't hit. Klassen's the defensive board for the Cats. Heel over to Foy. A lot of contact, and the freshman throws it into the hands of Jalea Nichols.
Sometimes just trying to do too much. You got to remember, when you get down more than one possession, Matt, you're not going to get it all back with one shot.
That's only 5 K-State turnovers. KU has 15 in the game. Nichols, the tough finish, and had something to say about it.
That's why she's so good. Samaya Nichols is going to keep the possession alive, doesn't pick up her dribble, doesn't panic, and she's always been able to finish through traffic.
And there's that Jeff Mitty timeout. Nichols, the second fastest in KU.
I think those are the ones, if you're thinking about a team or two that is gaining steam and traction, it's got to be the Sun Devils at Arizona State, and I think Colorado, depending on how they go up against the number 20 team in the country tonight at home.
Colorado plays such great defense.
Yeah, and they're scrappy, and they're going to make you have to earn it.
There's the sides, backdoor. Brandon Schneider saw it coming. Big bucket for Sides, now has 6. Cats cut it to 3.
And the Wildcats have gone to a different look. They've gone zone to try to neutralize and see where they are at.
Sanaya Copeland can't connect with the 3. Foy can't grab it for the Cats. A reset for KU. 6:25 to play in the game. Free ball from Samaya Nichols as we go to Sophie.
Thanks, Matt. On Friday, Jeff Mitty talked about his defensive concerns, and what he said is the balance between individual and team defense. He says players are just getting too focused on the person they're guarding, which forces him to constantly remind them that every defensive possession belongs to all 5 players. He just said that in that timeout. He looked at all 5 players and said, you're not going to win this game by yourself.
Nichols hits the 3. Foy misses the 3. By the way, Nichols in double figures for the 80th time now in 91 career games.
Yeah, 7 straight double-figure games for the 6-foot junior. But you go back to what Sophie said Jeff Mitty was talking about in that timeout, Matt, and it's not only just on the defensive end. You're not going to win it back with one possession on the offensive end. You've got to work together. They've got to execute offensively. But this is where you need to string together the stops, and then you've got to make shots on the other end.
Good defense by Spicer there. Meister the miss. Heel. And one for the Aussie.
It happened to the Wildcats just a couple moments ago. They didn't pick up Samaya Nichols in the open floor. No one contains Tess Heel off the dribble drive as she gets that outlet, and she was off to the races. Harshaw's going to pick up the foul. That is her 4th. And now Tess Heel is back at the free throw line, and this is where she has had a fantastic afternoon so far. 5 of 5, all in that first half. Didn't get there in the 3rd quarter. But the aggressiveness now in the 4th. She converts on that 3-point play.
18 for Heel. 15 double-figure games this year. Remember, she had that 31-point explosion against Houston. Over the defense. Davis can't score over Heel. Harrod tries to be a nuisance, but Jalea Davis still finishes.
We've seen that happen where she's missed the easy bunny, gets her own rebound to put it back in.
What a drive and finish for Classens of K-State with the left hand.
She's into double figures now, Matt, with 11 points, but it's been a quiet 11 for Nastia Classens today.
Halfway through the 4th in the Little Apple. Will weave out high for KU. Got to think Nichols or Davis here. It's Meister, another reaching by Harrod, and a baseline foul called by Brian Hall. Again, it's the optics of it. You're told how many times don't reach.
Yep, and it's the high
bench.
Well, they've needed that lift, and Reagan Williams, 1 of 3 Jayhawks now in double figures. She's given them just shy of 21 minutes here in this game, but she had 11 in that first half, really carried the load. We talk about players stepping up, but that kind of balance, that's what Kansas has been able to ride throughout the course of the season. Multiple players coming through, double figures, kind of spreading the wealth. K-State has been that way as well. Jeff Mitty knows now, down the stretch here, you got to get some stops and you got to make shots. We're looking for good execution on the offensive end.
And now 4 double-figure scores for the Jayhawks as Meister hits 2. It's back to a 5-point Kansas lead. Classens, uncontested. Davis pulled back.
She had to. She's been in foul trouble. Doesn't want to pick another one. Under 5 to go. And K-State now, they have hit 5 of their last 6 shots.
3-point Kansas lead. Nichols Drives past heel under the bucket. No options there. Thrown away by Nichols. That's rare. Harrod can't finish. Fouled. Will shoot 2. And she is talking to herself under the bucket. She's missed 3 at the rim today.
Yeah, just a miscue on the other end. And with that, Kansas State able to go one-on-one. Claessens finishes at the rim. Davis did not want to draw the contact. And there's Harrod, the frustration. She wanted that one, would have had a chance at the three-point play, but instead the freshman is headed to the free throw line where she has gone 3 of 6, make that 4 of 7 here.
She's hit her last 3 after missing 2 in the first one when she missed those 2.
I think just finding
the
a rhythm,
rim.
and that's a big piece of it.
You gotta do the same thing every time.
You got it. It's confidence, it's rhythm, and repetition.
Harrod.
That's what free throw shooting is.
Harrod in double digits. 11 points, 4 boards. K-State within 1. They got blown out by 22 in Lawrence. Crowd getting into it. Student section raising the volume. 5 to shoot for Kansas. Meister 3-ball.
They've picked the poison. You said you're going to front Julia Davis. We're not going to allow her just to destroy us in the post, and they have given others wide open looks.
Claessen's a quick 3. Harrod can't wrestle away. Julia Davis does.
Strong rebound right there by the freshman. 2 of them battling for that board.
8 rebounds to go along with 14 points for the freshman Julia Davis. KU by 4, KU by 6, and it might become 7. Copeland the finish.
She caught in the corner and just was able to get a quick first step to beat the defense. And Sanaya Copeland around Taryn sides and right into traffic, uses the glass, and now she's got a chance at that three-point play. Coming into today, shooting 75% from the free throw line in Big 12 action.
6 now for Sanaya Copeland.
This is a Kansas squad as a team, Matt, shooting just under 80% from the line in conference play. That is number 1 in the Big 12.
Sanaya Copeland only averages 2.7 a game. Cats need a bucket. Spicer can't connect. Tipped away and out of bounds by Meister, who's beside herself.
That's a deep 3 from Jordan Spicer, and I think Jeff Mittie would have liked a better look. They can get more in attack mode. Don't settle for deep 3s.
Dance with the one who's brung you. Run what has gotten you to this point. Again, K-State was down 14 in the first. Heel had bailed out there. The foul on L. Evans.
I think that's the possession that is going to make this K-State coaching staff a little bit happier over there on that end of the bench, just because put the ball in the hands of the player that has made the most plays for you here this afternoon, and that continues to be Tess Heel. Assertive, not afraid to be able to take the contact, and gets herself to the line where she has been deadly all season.
5 of 5 today, 6 of 6. Heel has 19. That leads Kansas State. Double figures now in 11 of her last 12, 89 in her career. And that one rims off, big miss. Lead 6 for the Jayhawks, 2:45 to go.
These are big possessions, I think, for both teams, Matt. If you're K-State defensively, you got to have a lot of pressure. You got to anticipate. It cannot be easy passing lanes or penetration opportunities.
Spicer fouls Nichols.
I think that's why Samaya Nichols has just been so good her entire career. Is that she doesn't panic, and that's the one thing I love. I mean, it's cool, calm, and collected with the ball in her hands, and it's difficult to guard. And so you just have to be able to hold your ground, and you can't bite. Young players, you're gonna bite, and that's what happens to Jordan Spicer, and she picks it up.
And that's what I was gonna say, excuse me, is junior against freshman.
Yeah, you just take her, and that's what sort of the patience has been. That has always been Samaya Nichols' games. It has developed, and she's just continued to be better. Much more responsibility with the ball in her hands on a lot more possessions this season as a facilitator as well, but you can see why she's such a prolific scorer.
KU has 4 in double figures and all have scored 14 or more. Sanaya Nichols again with 14, KU back up by 8. 2:18 left. K-State's got to get points this trip. Heel spinning. Harrod from the foul line. Big shot for the Cats. A dozen for Brandy Harrod.
Sanaya Copeland cut Tess Heel off, but again doesn't panic. Finds an open player for a wide open jumper.
I'll guarantee you Brandon Schneider was good with Harrod taking that shot.
They'll give them that one. They would rather give up that look than the easy bucket one-on-one to Tess Heel.
150 left. 70-64 Kansas. Samaya Nichols works her magic.
In-state kids understand rivalries mean just a little bit more. And if you are Samaya Nichols, she understands what's at stake here. There's a lot riding not only in this rivalry, but on this game of where this Kansas team wants to be come postseason. High expectations, big goals. To be able to come in and win at Bramlage, that would be one of those boxes you check.
And just like that, Samaya Nichols has 17. 9-point lead. Timeout, Jeff Mittie and K-State. KU's has hit its last 4 shots. Jeff Mittie with a 30-second timeout. And KU, this is not rocket science. I don't know about you, but I'm going to assume you didn't get straight A's in college. I know I did.
It was close. Come on.
But KU's just making plays here in the last 2-3 minutes of this game.
Absolutely. You just got to be able to find that next gear. And it is ultimately with the idea that you do not want to be denied. This Kansas team has not won in Bramlage Coliseum since 2019. They are looking for the first sweep of their in-state rival since 2013. That predates Brandon Schneider getting the job at Kansas. So you think about that time of when you would have had a sweep and an opportunity to be able to get 2 wins over Kansas State. A lot at stake, and they have buckled down and made the plays when they've had to.
Samaya Nichols hang tight. Spicer hits the 3. 8 for Spicer.
Made shot allows you to get your defense set and the full court pressure. We have not seen a lot of that here this afternoon, simply because KU has been so good at breaking it. But now, static inbounds, cannot move. You got to get it in against the full court pressure.
Just over Tess Heel. Copeland surprised. We'll get it to Nichols. The 2-time All-Big 12 performer has scored 15 or more now in 8 of her last 9, 17 today. 1:10 to go. Jayhawks by 6. Heel look the other way. Offensive foul, says Lisa Jones.
And a heads-up play by Brandy Harrod. We've talked about her all afternoon. She's been in great help side. She's embraced the team defense concept from Jeff Mittie. Rotate, be in help, help the helper, whatever it takes to make the play. Brandy Harrod stepping in on Samaya Nichols. Not many people in this league will do that. Hats off to the freshman for drawing a big charge.
And remember, Harrod has 4. 3 Wildcats have 4 fouls. 1 minute to go. 2-possession game. Soft pass by Heel, and it's saved in by Copeland. Guess who's going to handle the ball? Nichols unloads to Williams. KU just got it across the timeline. Davis fouled on Classens.
Defensively, this Kansas team needing to be able to make a play. As you said it, Matt, 2-possession game. K-State looking maybe for a quick 3, or then if you don't have it, you're going to be in attack mode. But it wasn't a great pass from Tess Heel. And Reagan Williams is going to get a hand on it, and then a great save by Sanaya Copeland, and it all kind of snowballed from there. The possession you need, you got to make the plays, and that's exactly what happens. We take a look at what happened. And ultimately, now you've got Jalea Davis at the free throw line, and the freshman, it's been somewhat quiet.
6 of 8 at the line now.
But when they've needed her the most, Jalea Davis has delivered.
Cats down 8, they've got to hustle. 38 seconds to go in the game. K-State goes to Baylor to play Monday night. Reverse layup. Classens can't get it. Brandon Schneider yells timeout. They want to advance it. Half a minute to go, and Kansas has control.
And then they have had some big-time plays on the other end. The likes of Copeland and Nichols, Davis, they've all come to play here on the road, understanding how big this one is for their season.
KU 15-1 when leading after 3. K-State 3-13 when trailing going to the 4th. Jayhawks up 8. K-State not fouling. 15 seconds left. KU's just going to run it out. 2 seconds the difference, game and shot clock. Evans, who has not scored, still hasn't. Natasha Kamey has the foul on Jalea Davis. Well, this will give KU a little bit of a lift. Remember when we were looking at bracketology?
Yeah.
KU listed as in.
Yes, one of the
at
last
6 and 9 in the Big 12.
Yeah.
This will be win number 7.
Well, we talk about how tough this league is and the grind that it has been. And every coach that you talk to throughout the course of the year, they're going to tell you how tough the Big 12 is because you see so many different types of systems and how different ways in which teams play. Some play fast, some play methodical. Some are more post-oriented. Some are going to be guard-heavy. It's one to the next, all up and down all 16 teams. But when you play an 18-game schedule, Matt, and then you think about what you have to do, that's what it looks like.
Lisa Jones thought Brandon Schneider had called timeout. Not what he was yelling.
No.
2 points.
Would have given you a chance to advance the basketball, but didn't want to deal with it because K-State is not fouling, and that is a sweep for Kansas over Kansas State.